Thank you. Your next performer, he's been here quite a good amount of times. I like him. You're gonna like him. Give it up for Kyle motherfucking Adams. Kyle Adams! Motherfucking!
So, I have a feeling that my parents wanted to have me initially, but then once I popped out, they changed their minds real quick. Does anyone else have that feeling?
No.
Yeah? Did you have a child leash too, sir? Pardon? You have a child leash as well, sir? Yeah, that's what I was asking. That was the question I stated, is did you have a child? Yeah. I did. Here's the thing, though. I've heard of other people having child leashes, but my mom once tied me to a pole at a convenience store, and she goes, I'm going to go get Marlboro Light 100s, don't talk to strangers. And then she heads into the store. I also think she didn't know how to deal with me as well, because she put me on like ADD medication and didn't even like have me diagnosed. She's just like, here, take it, it'll help you. And after that, like that would pep me up a lot, and she didn't know how to deal with me, so like we'd go on road trips together, and she would have a mini tramp in the back. And she goes, okay, Kyle, we'll stop at this rest stop and you do 50 jumps on the trampoline. And then she would go like chain smoke 6 cigarettes. She's like, I can't fucking stand this kid. I don't know, I have a dark sense of humor though. I probably get that from my dead mom. Here's the thing, okay, so my dad got a vasectomy because he saw what he was spitting out, honestly. And he's like, stop the presses. And he got purple balls out of the situation. Don't ask me how I know that. It happened. It happens to like 10% of men. My mom thought it was very funny. She had a purple-themed Christmas party that year. And all that she had on the tree was purple balls, and she hung them in pairs. And I thought it was pretty funny. Another instance is my uncle tried to kill himself multiple occasions, but he wasn't very good at it. And thank you for laughing at that. And he got like ridiculous at one point. Like my mom said that he was like the Wile E. Coyote, and that the sweet embrace of death was like the Roadrunner. He just couldn't catch it and just had like falling matches. He ate ant poison one time, and my mom bought him an ant farm for Christmas that year. And see, you guys laugh, but most of the time in Portland, people are like, we need to sit you down and talk about this. Like, this is serious. You have some like serious problems in your history. And I say, don't feel any sympathy for him, because this guy, he stole my Ninja Turtle bike, and he rode it to the pawn shop, and it was a toddler's bike, mind you, and he didn't even have the fucking gumption to take off the training wheels, so don't feel sorry for this guy. Please don't. Since I'm getting vulnerable up here, I want to talk about when I became a man. I lost my virginity in an above-ground pool in Florida to the Daredevil soundtrack. I know the blind guy likes that. And then the girl stole the soundtrack, so nobody won in that scenario at all. Not at all. It's serendipitous that I would lose my virginity to a bully, though. I gotta tell you that. I was bullied a lot in middle school, which is interesting. I didn't need bullies in high school, though, because I had football coaches. And an interesting fact about me, I have flat feet. And one of my defensive line coach literally tells me, you don't have flat feet, you're so fucking fat you crushed your arches. And then he hopped into a Corvette and sped off, so everyone can see how fucking cool he was. I'm a server. Does anyone else work in the food service industry, obviously? The bartender, yeah. I fucking hate it. I used to work at a mom and pop place, and I worked with this guy. He would have like a conversation, like safe word for conversations. When he was done talking to you, he would just go, good deal, and then he'd walk away, no matter like if you were in the middle of a conversation. And you could like see it in his face would like scrunch up, and you're like, oh, he's like 2 seconds away from a good deal. Just wait for it, you know? And it was pretty bad. He ran his business into the ground because his stance on social media was, yelping is what dying dogs do. And I was like, yeah, let's put it on the business cards right away. I think that's a great idea. They tried to, like, it was empty all the time. I was the only person in there. And they tried to jazz it up with, like, Frank Sinatra music and shit. And it would be on the radio. It would be like, you fell in love, and love is a tender trap. And I go, this is the fucking trap he's talking about, right? There's no one else here but me. It's pretty bad. I'm at a very corporate place, though, right now. Let's call it, it's a burger place. Let's call it Blue Buzzard for legal purposes. Because I'm pretty sure they have bottomless lawyers on retainer. I had to sign an affidavit saying I wouldn't reveal any secrets about that company, and I wouldn't do that because that'd be like letting the mac and cheese out of the microwave in a bag, and it wouldn't be very good. I get really, really high before I come in. Does anyone get really, really high before they go to their job? Yeah. You sell pot, Kushner. You're allowed to be high when you sell that. See, they don't give a shit. They don't give a shit about anything, though. That's the fucking problem. During Christmas break, somebody dropped a hammer into the gluten-free fryer, and it had a rubber mallet on it, and it melted. And we didn't find out about it until January 2nd. And they would say snitches get stitches if they heard me saying that, but I would say that once they find out what's in the fryer, I would say that consumers get tumors. I was thinking about it. You know what's funny is that they made a fucking. Let's go ahead. What?
Now what? Snitches get stitches.
But consumers get tumors, sir. Yes.
I'll try to help you out.
I got you. Yeah. That was the first part. Welcome to the joke, sir. I was thinking about it. They made a fucking sequel to Full House. And I was just thinking, that's gotta be, as a server, that's gotta be the worst fucking table ever to serve is the Full House family. It's like, okay, first you said there were 6 people. How many fucking uncles do you have? And how many kids do you have? Are you fucking kidding me? We'll all have waters. Yeah, I'm sure. You fucking assholes. And then they'll cause some fucking drama, and then they'll have to, like, wash dishes, and they'll have some lesson in the back. Fuck that. I do smoke a lot of weed, and I'm glad that it's legal now because I think that my dream scenario is finally going to happen. I'm going to be sat down in a job interview, and the interviewer is going to go, Kyle, you have a great attitude, and your references check out. But I got to ask you one thing. Your eyes are really red, man. Are you high, or are you tired? And I say, I'm both. I'm hired. And then we high-five and slip a bowl in the back because that's how shit works now, you know what I mean? That's what I voted for. It's weird though, the fucking law is strange. Like they say that you can have an ounce on you at all times, but do nothing with it. So that's your traveling ounce. Buckle him in, fucking sing songs to him as you travel on home. I smoke while I drive. I'm gonna fucking lay it down right now. It doesn't impair me. It makes me deal with all you fucking idiots on the road better and all these fucking bicyclists, these remoras. If you know what sharks are in their biology, sharks have little fish that follow them and eat all their scraps, and they use them for protection. That's what bicyclists are. They're fucking remoras. That's how close they are to my car at all times. It's ridiculous. I went off on a tangent there. As before, I said that my mom died. Did anyone see the new Star Wars movie? Yeah? I'm really glad Star Wars is still about dead parents, you guys. I mean, they're keeping with their themes. It's fucking great. I haven't been this excited about a Star Wars movie since my mom died. And she died in 2002, and that's when Attack of the Clones came out. So if you're familiar with Star Wars, you'll know why that's relevant in my life. In that movie, Darth Vader's mom dies on screen. And my mom had just died, mind you. My dad's trying to cheer me up. He's like, I know, I'll take him to that Star Wars movie, you know, the one with the dancing teddy bears, he'll fucking love that. And then that scene comes along, and Anakin's holding his mom, and she dies, and her head just goes back like, yes! And my dad goes, well, fuck me! And then I get to go to school the next day, and everyone talks about what a pussy Anakin is, you know, his mom died, so that was fun. Like I said, my mom died. I got to say goodbye to her, though, which was nice, and I recommend that if you guys, you know, if you're in that situation, say goodbye to your parents. You're never going to get another chance. She kind of looked like SpongeBob SquarePants, though, because she was, like, puffy and yellow, you guys. I wish the doctor would have warned me about that, though. Are you ready, kid? I guess so, doctor. This is a strange way to fucking go about doing this, but I can't hear you. I said, fuck, I heard you. Jesus. Oh, she once was your mother, but can no longer be. Sponge mom dead pants. Porous, yellowing, brain dead is she. Sponge mom dead pants. She'll never come back no matter how hard you wish. Sponge mom dead pants. Her insurance wouldn't cover a procedure like this. How did you like that joke, sir? Was that right up your alley? Yeah? Like what?
No.
Thank you. Like what would you rate that at? Good deal.
Another round of applause for Kyle.